Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to share with you some of the 78s I found here recently. It's a little chilly down here in the south, going down to 20 tonight, so sitting here by the fireplace, trying to stay warm. Anyway, I'll start off showing you some of the stuff I found here. We got Cab Calloway and his orchestra doing Blues in the Night. And on the flip side is Says Who, Says You, Says I. I have Cab Calloway and his orchestra doing Necessity on Columbia. And on the flip side is the Heidi Ho Man. Then we have the Benson Orchestra of Chicago doing Toddle Medley on Victor. And on the flip side of this one we have Paul Whiteman and his orchestra doing Moonlight. And we have Paul Whiteman and his orchestra again doing Say It with Music. And on the flip side, we have Paul Whiteman and his orchestra doing Sweet Lady medley. Next we have George O'Brien doing Rory O'More on the Columbia Green label. And on the flip side, it's a song called Casey the Fiddler. Then we have Al Jolson doing Sonny Boy on the Brunswick label. And on the flip side is a song called There's a Rainbow Around My Shoulder. And we have the Benson Orchestra of Chicago doing their version of Chili Bean. And on the flip side, a song called My Little Bimbo. And we have on the Cameo label, it's Arthur Lang's orchestra doing When It's Nighttime in Italy, It's Wednesday Over Here. And on the flip side, it's Paul Van Loan's orchestra doing You Can't Cry, Baby Me. And on the Decca label, we have Paul Whiteman's Swing Wing doing Now and Then. And on the flip side, it's a song called Three Little Fishies. And I have another cameo with Henry Santry and his Cameo Record Orchestra doing Tell Me You'll Forgive Me. And on the flip side, it's the Varsity 8 doing their version of Doodle Doo Doo. I have another cameo here. It's Paul Van Loan and his orchestra doing The Only One for Me. And on the flip side here, it's Paul Van Loan and his orchestra doing Lonely Me. Alright, then I have one on the Society Recordings label with a vocal by April Stevens and the Lennon Brothers doing The Sweetest Day. And on the flip side, it's the Daydreamers with April Stevens doing a song called Don't Do It. And we have on the Victor Batwing Blue label, Olive Klein doing Old Fashioned Garden. And I really like this sleeve. Came with it. It's neat stuff. And on the flip side, it's Olive Klein doing the Japanese Sandman. And we have another Victor Batwing Blue label. It's Elsie Baker doing A Southern Lullaby. And on the flip side of this is Elsie Baker doing Sweet and Low. And we have Frank Sinatra with the Jeff Alexander Choir doing Nature Boy. And on the flip side, it's a song called S'posin'. Then we have the Honey Dripper, Roosevelt Sykes, on the Decca Blue and Gold Shadow label, doing Driving Wheel Blues. And on the flip side, it's a song called Barrel House Man. We have Jimmy Lunsford and his orchestra on the Decca Blue and Gold Shadow label doing Stomp It Off. And on the flip side, it's his version of My Blue Heaven. Then we have Kay Kaiser and his orchestra doing Accentuate the Positive. And on the flip side, it's Like Someone in Love. Next we have Jimmy Lunsford and his orchestra doing his version of Blues in the Night, Parts 1 and Parts 2 on the Decca Blue and Gold label. And we have Judy Garland doing A Pretty Girl Milking Her Cow on the Decca Blue and Gold label. And on the flip side, it's a song called It's a Great Day for the Irish. Then we have Fletcher Henderson and his orchestra on the Decca Blue and Gold Shadow label doing Shanghai Shuffle. And on the flip side of this one, it's his version of Memphis Blues. Then we have a one-sided Victor record. It's Arthur Pryor's band doing Darky Spring Song March. I think it's a little bit hard to see there. Yeah, you see it's one-sided. And we have the Missouri Jazz Hounds with vocals by Arthur Hall doing Yes, We Have No Bananas. And on the flip side, it's the Missouri Jazz Hounds doing Oh Harold. Then we have Del Courtney and his orchestra doing Honest John. on the Valcalion label. And on the flip side, it's Monstro the Well. And both of these songs are from the motion picture Pinocchio. Alright, then we have Harry James and his orchestra on the Philharmonic label doing 4 or 5 times. And on the flip side, it's a song called Hodgepodge. Alright, then we have the Four King Sisters with an orchestra conducted by Alvino Ray doing I'll Get By, which is a vocal dance on the Bluebird label. And on the flip side, it's Spike Jones and his City Slickers doing Behind Those Swinging Doors. Then we have Crazy Otto on the Decca label doing Gaslight Medley. And on the flip side, it's the Tin Pan Alley medley. And we have the Sons of the Pioneers doing the Tennessee Rock and Roll. And on the flip side of this one is the Three of Us. Then on the Varsity label, Variety label, it's a famous record artist with orchestra and chorus, which means budget label, right? We have 3 songs on one side. We have Anastasia, Young Love, and Don't Forbid Me. And then on the flip side here is the songs Baby Doll, Love Me, and the Banana Boat Song. Then we have a Recordio disc, which only has something written on one side, but there are songs on both sides, it seems. And one thing it has on here is DRT period Godfrey. So, we'll have to see what that's all about. Yeah, blank on that side. But definitely has the songs on both sides. And then we have RCA Victor promotional record by the Four Tunes doing The Last Roundup. And on the flip side is Wishing You Were Here Tonight. We have a one-sided Victor record by Harry Lauder doing I've Something in the Bottle for the Morning. Right, then we have Westward Ho the Wagons on Disney with the picture sleeve. And this has 4 songs on it. It has Westward Ho the Wagons and Pioneer's Prayer on one side. And then on the flip side, it has Ringle Wrangle and I'm Lonely My Darling. And fortunately enough, this looks like it's never even been played. So a nice mint copy of that. Then we have Jim Lowe on the Dot label doing a song called The Green Door. And on the flip side, it's the story of the little man in Chinatown. Alright, I'm going to pause right here for a minute, go on to another part 2. So, thanks for watching. Hope you'll stick around. Stay tuned for more. Got lots more 70s to show you. Thanks for watching.